What's going on, everybody? It's 8:30. Welcome to Cocktails in the War Room. We get together every night at 8:30 here in my war room. I'm Mistress Carrie. Thank you for hanging out with us. And every night we just celebrate each other making it through another day. I apologize. I think I was a minute and a half late tonight. I'm sorry, but I was just gorging on the best takeout ever. So one of the things with everything that's going on, obviously, with the coronavirus is trying to help small businesses, family-owned businesses, and a lot of these restaurants are only able to stay in business doing takeout. And a lot of these restaurants didn't really specialize in takeout, but had to change gears really quickly. And so today, as a special treat, and I knew it was going to happen all day, so I was super careful about what I ate today. But my friends Matt and Sarah got me takeout from the North End at Giacomo's. So freaking good. It was delicious. It was everything I wanted it to be. And I literally was sitting there like this, like holding my stomach. And I was like, oh my God, it's 8:30. I got to get in the war room. But the food was so good. Cheers, everybody. What's going on? Is this thing working? Can you guys comment on here and let me know if this thing is working? Because it looks like it's frozen. Are we frozen? Oh, we're good. All right. It looked like we were frozen there for a second. Elsa says, you got lucky tonight with the food. Seriously. I've been living out of my freezer and just being, super careful with, trying not to go to the supermarket very much. But tonight, I got super lucky with takeout. So if you have not been to Giacomo's in the North End, it's super old school. Everything you would expect a North End restaurant to be. They don't take reservations. You got to pay in cash. It's really small place, but the food is amazing. And I got this fettuccine with prosciutto and peas and their garlic bread. And I did not eat barely anything today because I knew that I was going to have Giacomo's tonight. And it was delicious. Joe, happy birthday. Cheers to you. Today, if it is your birthday, you share it with a few people. Hold on, let me find my list. You share it with Roy Orbison and Steve Clark, the guitar player from Def Leppard. So happy birthday, Joe, and everybody else that is celebrating their birthday today. Today's Thursday, by the way, just in case you guys are trying to figure it out. The days, I can't be the only one where the days are all like blending together. And I'm like, okay, is today Thursday? Like, when is trash day? Like, is the mail coming today? What's going on? Jim says, damn, that sounds good. Dude, it was delicious. Wednesday, do you want to come say hi to everybody? Come here. Come say hi to everybody. She's been wound up the last 15 minutes, so she might pull off a pillow show tonight because she has been running around and chasing tennis balls. Come here. Come say hi to everybody. What are you doing? Are you causing trouble? Huh? Did you go running in the neighbor's yard this morning like a bad girl and you weren't supposed to do that, but you did it anyway? Huh? Why are you licking your face? What did you just eat that I shouldn't have left on the floor, given you access to it? She looks guilty of something. Hopefully in the next half hour she doesn't shit on the rug. So it was so delicious, and I had been thinking about eating that meal all day, and it totally made my day. And so I'm like, okay, today it's Thursday, it's April 23rd. I had a really good meal, but it's been kind of an emotional roller coaster today. And, I know that it's like that for you guys too. And so, it's just another day where we go, okay, we made it through another day. And this isn't going to last forever. We know we're going to be okay. Karina says, now I want rigatonis. I'm telling you, it was so good. And yes, I still have some of those anise cookies I made, but I didn't have any room because I was so full and I couldn't even eat. So The last time I had Giacomo's was a year ago. And if you remember the Saturday before Marathon Monday in Boston, it was in the 70s and it was sunny and it was beautiful. And of course, I had been training for the marathon and was running. And so me and a bunch of my friends went and waited. Like the city was full of tourists. Like there were lines everywhere. And we went into the North End and we waited 2.5 hours in line to eat at Giacomo's. And we just stood out there on the sidewalk and we had friends that had come into town from California and they were like, is this place really worth it? And we finally got inside and sat down and had some wine and got the garlic bread. And I had that prosciutto and peas for the first time. And I was like, oh my God, with the fettuccine. And it was amazing. Well, a year ago, I ate the whole thing. Like it's just this giant dish. I ate the whole thing because I had been running, getting ready for the marathon. Tonight, I ate a third of the portion and one piece of garlic bread. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to die. Food coma. I don't know where I put all that food a year ago. Just training for the marathon. Let me tell you, if you want to be able to eat whatever you want with no guilt at all, with no conscience about it, just start running. It is unreal. I think if you go into the album on this Facebook page, that says like Mistress Runs Boston or the Boston Marathon 2019. One of the things that I put up there is a screenshot of my Fitbit from Marathon Monday last year. And it'll show you, no, they didn't serve blueberry cobbler there, Eric, you smart ass. But it'll show you like how many calories I burned running the marathon last year. It was just how many steps it was. It was just crazy. But as I was eating tonight, I was like, I can't believe I ate all this food last year. I have leftovers for like 2 days. Like I'm having fettuccine with prosciutto and peas for breakfast tomorrow, and I'm not even going to feel guilty about it because it was so delicious. Ron said, hey, MC, I watched the Sully YouTube show. I hope you liked it. Today's Thursday, so that means I was on episode 3, which was on Tuesday. Tonight would have been episode 4, which was on a couple hours ago on Sully's YouTube channel, and Eddie Trunk was on it. So if you haven't had a chance, I put the link up to my episode on this Facebook page if you scroll down to yesterday, and you could check out all of that. Ginger is good for digestion, so drink up, says Trisha. Oh, trust me. Now I'm fully stocked, thanks to my friends at Reed's. I have plenty of ginger beer, so I will drink the Moscow Mule and aid in my digestion. Oh, it was so good. So if you want to be able to get a really good meal when the restaurants open back up, go to the North End. And if you want to be able to eat it with absolutely no guilt, start running. I have not run any great distance since the marathon last year. And it's so weird because people have asked, like, would you ever run the marathon again? No, I couldn't do it again. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. But I am starting to miss like the training runs, not the super long ones, like the 20-mile training run. Like I just wanted to pierce my ear with an ice pick. But like the short training runs on a nice like day or a cool morning, I'm actually starting to miss them. And so I think I actually might, now that I have copious amounts of free time, I might actually start running again. We'll see what happens. I'm not making any promises. Melissa says, love Eddie Trunk. Yeah, like the guy's an encyclopedia. So he was on Sully's show today. So you could check it out. There is going to be some amazing live music over the next couple days. It starts tomorrow. It's called Play On Fest. Bands like Disturbed, Slipknot, Royal Blood, they are pulling some of their best live performances. It's going to benefit the World Health Organization, and you can relive epic performances one time only. And it's on the Songkick YouTube channel, and it starts tomorrow. But it's basically an online music festival that's going to start tomorrow and go straight through the weekend. And it's called Play On Fest. And you can go online. The Disturbed social media pages are promoting it. Slipknot social media pages are promoting it. So if you want to watch some awesome live music this weekend and attend like a virtual festival, Play On Fest is pretty cool. Awesome lineup. Speaking of what's going to be on television, the NHL Network is going to air a documentary about the 1970 Bruins. That is going to be on May 10th, so you can check that out. Let's see. Good news in music. Marianne Faithfull, the singer, left a London hospital after being admitted for 22 days fighting the coronavirus, and she is going to recover at home. But she has been admitted in the hospital in London for 22 days, and she is out and she is doing well. If there were some kind of a medal or something that you could give people for winning the internet, today we owe that medal to The Offspring. So if you got sucked into the whole Tiger King thing, The Offspring recorded a quarantine, that's what they're calling it, a quarantine cover of the Tiger King song Here Kitty Kitty that was about Carol fucking Baskin. And they released it on YouTube today. I tweeted it out on my Twitter feed at Mistress Carrie. The link is right there. I just tweeted it out a little while ago. It is frigging hilarious. They sat 6 feet apart. They had people in tiger outfits. If you saw that video 3 months ago, you'd have been like, what the hell is The Offspring even doing? It only makes sense in this time where like they're wearing surgical masks and sitting 6 feet apart, like in between a measuring tape, and there's giant tigers running around. Like, Gail says, I win the internet. Thank you, Gail. But if you watch this Offspring video 3 months ago, which obviously they wouldn't have done the song 3 months ago, you would have thought you were in some kind of alternate universe. But now The Offspring covering Here Kitty Kitty from Tiger King makes all the sense in the world, and it's hilarious. Jim says Offspring rule. Tom says Offspring, awesome band. You got to check the video out. It's freaking hilarious. It's so good. One person that has been very quiet, I have not been able to talk to Corey Taylor in quite some time. Around the time that AAF went off the air, he was touring in Europe. And I had a really hard time getting a hold of him because he was in, like, I don't know if he was in Poland or wherever the hell he was, and his cell phone didn't work. But then obviously once everything happened with the coronavirus, he's been kind of locked away. And it hit the news today that him and his wife, Alicia Dove, have started a plant-based taco truck. And Corey is not like an ethical guy that's going plant-based. He did it more for health reasons. If you followed Slipknot and known Corey or heard Corey stories from back in the day when AAF started playing Slipknot like 22 years ago, Corey was not health conscious back in the day. And obviously over the years, he's gotten sober, and, you know, with his book tours and multiple bands, in order for him to keep up the pace that he works at, he had to make his health a priority. And also just the sobriety for him. I mean, if you were around Corey when he was drinking, he was crazy. So Corey said, we don't want to be super annoying about the fact that this stuff is all plant-based. He's doing it more for his health. He said that he went plant-based for like a month and he dropped his cholesterol by like 80 points. So he was doing it just kind of trying to be healthy as he's getting older. David says, what is the Tiger King? Come on, David. Netflix, Tiger King, you know. You want to act like you don't know? I'm ashamed to admit it that I watched it, and I want to know how many people in friggin' Texas or Florida or Oklahoma are taking their $1,200 government stimulus and trying to buy a friggin' tiger cub right now, which when these tigers get big and then they figure out how expensive it's going to be to feed these friggin' things, like you saw on the show, that they were like picking up roadkill and taking old meat from Walmart trying to feed these tigers. There's going to be a lot more tigers for Carol fucking Baskin to take care of, because anybody that's buying a tiger cub right now, that's just, oh, they're so cute, until you have to like feed them whole pigs every day to sustain their appetite. But that's what's going on. So anyway, I wanted to tell you about Corey Taylor, which is really funny. I'm happy about Marianne Faithfull. Speaking of the government stimulus, so because the administration fired pretty much everyone that was supposed to oversee the $2.2 trillion that got approved for the grants for small businesses and all of that stuff, giant expensive chains like Ruth's Chris Steakhouse and Shake Shack, Ruth's Chris got $20 million in small business grants and loans, and Shake Shack got $10 million. And then it came out that, oh, wait, maybe they weren't in, here comes Wednesday with a toy. Maybe they weren't in desperate need of that money. And so now people are finding out that all of these expensive restaurant chains got this money because there was no oversight. And so now some of these chains, come up here Wednesday, are starting to say that they're going to give the money back because obviously it's a bad PR look when you're charging $6 for a steak and taking $20 million in stimulus money from the government. Kind of a bad look. We were talking yesterday about the Sesame Street thing that they're airing on CNN at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning to help explain the Sesame Street Muppets to kids about COVID-19. They announced today that, what are you doing, weirdo? What? Okay, so can I show you one of her other favorite toys? Because she obviously wants to, she's shaking her head over there. She's kicking Humpty Dumpty's ass. You know how parents always say, like, I'm never buying my kid a toy that requires batteries? So this is Wednesday's other favorite toy, which she's kicked the crap out of. Oh, Jesus. She almost tackled me. She loves this Humpty Dumpty because it has ropes for legs, and she likes to do this for, like, hours with me, play tug of war. I'm never buying a dog a squeaker toy or a crinkly toy like that friggin' Stingray ever again. Vicious. She is a vicious pug. Wound up to shit tonight. Last night she was like, I think I'm good. I'm just going to nap. No, not tonight. Look at her. Oh, yeah. Rough. Urgh. Get it, Wednesday. Sick 'em. And yes, I still have her birthday balloon in the war room. It looks like I just blew it up. This is my life. I know Wednesday. Can I drop it? Hey, drop it. Good girl. And there she goes. Now she's in the other room tackling that. Yeah, Gail says, attack! I'll play tug of war with her, says Monica. Kimberly says, holy shit, that thing is frightening. I know. Here she comes. Kicking Humpty Dumpty's ass, says Lou. Yeah, exactly. Come on. Piggy from Walmart is fun too. Seriously, the snarling, Suzanne says. I know. Oh, she thinks she's so, like, this dog thinks that she's a pit bull. She thinks that she's like a Great Dane in size, full of attitude. She charges out of the house every time she's going for a walk, like she's going to go kick somebody's ass. And it's like, you know that porcupine I saved you from would have killed you or owned your face and your googly eyes, but... Ready? Can you drop it? Show everybody how gentle you can be. Drop it. She's so well behaved, isn't she? Can you drop it? No? Ah, drop it so I can throw it. Oh my God. Just killing me. I'm sorry if your dogs are freaking out over the sounds of Wednesday kicking Humpty Dumpty's ass. She's insane. Where's the fucking Stingray, Eric wants to know. It's in the other room. Right now, she's Dumpty. Maybe she'll go get the Stingray in a minute. But Steven says, you need a grumble. Trust me. So today, I had to leave the house for 5 minutes, and I had to go to the post office. And after I went to the post office, I Dunkin' Donuts, because you know that if I leave the house, I allow myself to order my coffee on the app so I don't have to touch anybody and just go in and get my coffee. And while I was at the Dunkin' Donuts, I bought a Powerball and a Mega Millions ticket because I was in there. And the grumble of pugs is like one of the top things on my list. Right? Do you want to go get Humpty Dumpty? Go get it. So David says all small dogs think that way. Yeah, but if you look back at the lineage of pugs, they used to be giant dogs. And they've been bred to be smaller and smaller, but they still think they're big fighting dogs, which they're not. Monica says Pop Evil. Yes, so I dug out a more recent concert shirt, but one of the things I love about it is that it's so old school in design, like the old baseball shirt, and it's got like the Transformers logo on it. And this was from a show that I saw them at the Paradise, and it was in the middle of a blizzard, in the middle of like the coldest snap of the year. It was like 20 below zero, and only like 50 or 75 people showed up, but the show was great. You ready to go get it? Oh, I just hit her in the ass with that Humpty Dumpty. But the thing about this shirt, and it's a good lesson for anybody that ever makes shirts for anything, is that you're better off making a shirt that costs a little more money, that's like soft and something you want to wear all the time. Keith says that's Voltron. Yeah, it's old school. But make shirts that people want to wear because they feel good. And this one is super soft and comfy, and I've been drinking it all day. And Carrie drinking copper cup drinks tonight? Yeah, exactly. How do you think I'm dealing with Humpty friggin' Dumpty over here? Right? You want to go get him again? You want to go get him again? She's going to need a nap in about 5 minutes. Thank you, Steve. Voltron. There you go. I love the baseball style shirt, says Annette. Yeah, exactly. Eric says, saw Overkill at the Paradise. I saw the Black Crows there once, and it was so hot in there, and there was so much pot smoke in there that you could barely see the stage. And the Paradise is really wide but narrow, and it was boiling hot and so much weed. There's no way anybody passed a drug test after they left that Black Crows show. See, now she's tired. Look at Humpty Dumpty kicked her ass over there. Are you all done? Do you want to just start knocking the pillows around off the couch now? Eric says, happiest of evenings, favorite part of my day. Favorite part of my day, too. Trust me, I look forward to this all day. When I'm happy and I'm excited to tell you guys stuff, you know, like the other day when I worked in the yard all day and was out in the sun. Here she goes. Now she's knocking the freaking pillows off the couch. But then when I have kind of so-so days like today, I know that it's going to be better after I talk to you guys. So you guys are the best part of my day, too. Oh, Mike says we saw Volbeat there, too. Super producer Mike from Afghanistan. So I saw Volbeat there for the first time. And management and everybody wanted us, everybody from the radio station, to go there and meet the band. And so we waited for the show to be over, and then they walked us upstairs to the dressing room and walked us into the dressing room, and all the guys were standing there in like their boxer briefs. And I was like, how you guys doing? Now, Rob Caggiano, the guitar player, was in Anthrax for a while, but before that, he was in a band in the 90s called Boiler Room, and AAF was playing them. So I've known Rob for years and years and years because of Boiler Room, and he's the only American in the band. And so that's why he does a lot of the interviews. And I walked in there, and they were all in their underwear. And Rob was like, figures you walk in here and wearing our underwear. He's like a serious New Yorker. That was the first time I ever saw Volbeat, and I got to meet him in their underwear. So when I saw them last summer and interviewed them backstage at the Xfinity Center, I thanked them for wearing pants. And, I mean, it was appropriate. They were out in public, so... Becky says, love you, how's your neck? My neck is better. It's a lot better, actually. It's not 100%, but it's a lot better. The last few days, it's been really, really sore. I don't know if it was stress-related. I don't know if I slept wrong. I don't know if I twisted it wrong while I was working out in the yard. Wednesday, what do you got? Now she's eating something. You know that fear when your dog is eating something because you're like... they're going to shit all over the place. Like, that's what I worry about. Oh, she's just eating Humpty Dumpty, I guess. So before Wednesday ran in here, I was telling you guys about Sesame Street on CNN Saturday morning at 9 a.m. And then the Beatles are doing a sing-along Yellow Submarine for kids and families at noon on, where is that going to be? They are streaming it, and I believe it is going to be on the Beatles YouTube channel. I'm sure you can find it if you Google it, but growing up being a huge fan of the Beatles, and that's definitely an album that like kids would love. So if you're looking to find some things to entertain your kids on Saturday, the Sesame Street thing on CNN at 9, that's going to answer a lot of kids' tough questions about what's going on with the virus. And then the Yellow Submarine sing-along is at noon. Brianna, old age, the only time when you can hurt yourself while sleeping. Seriously, like, and sometimes Wednesday wants to sleep with me, and other times she wants to sleep in her own bed. And when she sleeps with me, like, she takes up the whole bed. She's this big, and I always sleep weird when she's in bed with me, but I love snuggling with her, so I let her in the bed, but I don't know if that's what William says. The Beatles will never make it. I know. Did you guys see that movie yesterday? I watched it on a plane, I don't know, a few months ago, and it's so good. It's just such a good movie. And I've always been just like a diehard Beatles fan. They were my mom's favorite band. I grew up, they were my favorite band, still are my favorite band. I'm just such a huge fan. I have all my mom's Beatles records. What? Watch, there she goes. Watch, there she goes. There go the pillows. There they go. Oh shit, she's eating the balloon. What are you doing? Come here. She's got like a string. Come here. Look at this. Come here, give me that string. Oh my God, now she's eating a string. And you know what's gonna happen, because this has happened to you, right? If somebody in your house has long hair and your dog gets one of those hairs in, and then it comes out as a poop necklace, don't tell me that hasn't happened to you. Come here. Did you get rid of that string? No. Give me it. It's tied around her jaw. Hold on, I gotta put you guys down. We have a pug emergency. Look at this. Can you see it? This was wrapped around her jaw, halfway down her throat. You know this was gonna come out of her butt, and it was gonna come out as like this giant poop necklace. You are a weird dog. Oh my God. My dog thinks you're talking to him, says Kathy. William says that balloon is 2 weeks old. I know, but it's still totally blown up, and I blew that up with my mouth. I'm leaving it up. It's Wednesday's birthday balloon. What else do I have to celebrate? I'm locked in the house. Look, she's doing it again. She won't stop until all the pillows are on the floor. There she goes. And it's not her collar or her harness that she's like trying to itch, because I've taken her collar and harness off and she still does it. She just likes to rub all over the couch and then toss the pillows off. Is that a 5 or an S balloon? It's a 2. What? Wednesday, are you done? What are you doing? I think she's done now. She's pug down, says Philip. Yeah, exactly. My last dog, Bear, ate pool chalk and pooped blue. See? This stuff happens. So, you know the anise cookies that I made? I made the frosting red to look like the coronavirus. So I sent some to my friend Kat, and her name is Kat, and then her cat got into them and ate like 5 anise cookies and was just shitting red all over the house because it ate the anise cookies. The tongue hanging out of her mouth, says Kim. I know. She's pumped for Sesame Street. Yeah, exactly. Trisha says, oh my God, she's hysterical. Tragedy averted, says Ron. Absolutely. I got the string away from her. But can you imagine? This was wrapped around her bottom jaw, and I'm trying to pull it, and like it was knotted around her mouth. Like, I told you she was eating something weird. Okay, so she's got a new toy now. Here she comes. It's the Wednesday show tonight. You got a pig now? She likes to bite stuff by the face and by the ass. Some toys by the face, other toys by the ass. Right now, I believe she's got the pig by the face. Wednesday, are you done? What are you doing over there? I wanted to talk to some people about some serious stuff, But it's impossible when you're being a psycho dog. There's the pig. See it? Here she comes with it. Can I throw it? I think she broke the squeaker. Yeah, she did. It doesn't squeak anymore. Oh, thank God. At least one toy in this house is silent. It's not going to stop. It is not going to stop tonight. Seriously? Kimberly says, Cat's cat had anus. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Oh, that's amazing. I can't wait to tell her that. Tom says, LOL, shit red. She did. All the food coloring in the cat poop. She's got almost all the pillows. She's got that one way down there, and then there's one right here next to the balloon. Okay, she just abandoned the pig. She ran in the other room. She's either going to go lay down or she's going to bring another toy. We don't know which it's going to be yet. Serious stuff not happening this moment. No, not at all. I can't have a serious conversation when she's running around. Her toys or yours? Diva, these are her toys. You don't want to see her running around with my toys. It would be a whole different show. Definitely not family oriented. Renee says, I needed this laugh today. Steve says, anus cookies. No, not anus cookies. It's better than Animal Planet, says Will. It's seriously like see the pug in her natural environment with the pig by the face, the hunter. Watch as she knocks pillows off the couch. I think she just went in there and plopped. That's what pugs do. They go crazy and then they plop and they nap for hours. And I'm pretty sure she just plopped. Either that or she's drinking water right now and she's going to come back. Kathy says, oh my God, I'm dying. Yeah, Kathy, the struggle is real. Trisha said, my aunt's cat licked a cherry pie filling and we didn't know. And she called me crying and thought the cat was throwing up blood. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Blueberry cobbler and anus. I told you, somebody always takes the show into the gutter. Every freaking night, somebody takes it into the gutter, and it's into the gutter tonight, for sure. Trisha says, I am in hysterics. Yeah, exactly. Oh, David says, crikey. I know. I need, like, you know, somebody with a British or Australian accent to, like, narrate. Or Aussie guy. Have you watched the Aussie guy videos? Oh, my God. He is... I'll know that I've made something of my life when the Aussie guy narrates a video that I made, because I just want the Aussie guy to just narrate something that I'm in, and I would be like, you know what? Hang it up. I'm done. Eric says, watch that pug as she sets up for the attack. Crikey, she's a lively one. Yeah, she's not lively anymore. I'm pretty sure she plopped. She's not doing anything right now. Trisha says, how many times a day do you put those pillows back on the couch? It depends on the day. Sometimes it's like 3. Sometimes it's like a half a dozen or more. It depends. Hi, Mickey. But it happens a lot. And it's not even just these pillows, but the other room, there's pillows in there too. Oh, face police, I'm touching my face. She just knocks pillows off. And if I put her up in my bed, here she comes. Now she's got her favorite. Watch, she's going to put it in her mouth, lay down on the couch, and it's time to lay down and take a nap now. Or drop it on the floor. What are you doing, Wednesday? Leave that balloon alone. Hey! Wednesday, leave the balloon alone. What are you doing? Are you scared of the balloon? Oh, yeah, she does not like the balloon. Did you see that? This is your birthday balloon. You don't have to be scared of it. It's probably the only reason why that pillow is still on the couch, because it's being protected by the balloon. That's the secret. I got to get Mylar balloons for every pillow. Are you done? Do you want to just sit here and just make a bunch of pug noises? Show everybody how your tongue looks like a slice of boiled ham? Monica says it's the Wednesday show featuring Mistress Carrie. Exactly. Oh, she dropped the favorite, and now she's got the pig. She's playing with it by herself, tossing it around. What's she going to do? Is she going to come back over here and plop down with it? Or is she going to take it and take a nap? She's coming back. What are you doing? Are you coming up? Come on. Come up here. Does Wednesday's harness thing ever come off? Yes, it comes off when I know I'm not taking her out for the rest of the day or the night or whatever. She doesn't wear it, you know, like I'll take her out after we get done in here. And once she's gone out for the last time for the night, I take that and her collar off, and she runs around the house without it and sleeps without it so that she can be comfortable. But during the day, especially if I'm going in and out of the doors, and especially lately with all the delivery trucks, I like knowing that I can grab her with a handle like a suitcase if she tries to run out the door, because, well, she loves to chase trucks, as we have learned in the past. Is that your favorite? Do you want to come up? Come on. Come on. Come up and say goodnight to everybody. Come on. So that's her favorite toy. She's got that now. She will hold it in her mouth and she will nap now. After she crawls on my lap and blocks my notebook with all of the notes of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Here, take your favorite over here. Come on. Oh. All right, I think she's done. No, she got into something. What did you eat that made you hyper? Psycho dog? What did you eat? Did you have a coffee or something? Do you want me to throw it? And she slides on the hardwood floors and she like goes skidding across the room. Yeah. I'm sorry that the show has been sidelined by Wednesday. Melissa says, so happy to have all of you guys. We call that naked time in our house with the dogs with the harness off. Exactly. I tell her that that's her bra, and I'm taking her bra off. We need a funny story from WAAF. What do you guys, there's like 22 or 29 years worth of them, so you might need to be a little bit more specific. My Chihuahua constantly shakes. Got to keep the collar off. She is always waking my 4-month-old. Yeah, I don't make her wear it all the time, but pugs and any short-nosed dog, you're not supposed to hook them up to a leash by their collar because they have tracheal problems, which is all of the funny, hilarious noises that pugs make. But over time, if you walk a dog like that, an English bulldog, a pug, just anything with a smushed face, you can actually do damage to their trachea, which is why you're supposed to walk those dogs by a harness to protect their throat. But when she was little, I had to have like a bell because she's so black and she's so small and she was so quiet and she could like hide everywhere. So having the tags on her collar helps me like track her down because she is really quick, and she was so tiny that she could like hide under the couches, and if it was dark under there, like you wouldn't even know she was under there. So that's why I have a collar that's got her tags on it now so that they jingle and I can find her, but she doesn't wear it at night. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys about some serious stuff because there's a lot going on in the news, and I wanted to make sure you guys knew that that was going on. So 4.4 million more unemployment claims were put through last week. These are first-time people on unemployment. That brings the grand total in the last 5 weeks to 26.5 million people on unemployment, which if you added up the entire population of South Carolina and Florida, that's how many people are on unemployment right now. Chicago has extended their stay-at-home order until May 30th. And a lot of emergency room people have been talking about how, I think she's starting to calm down over there. Hospital staffs and doctors in emergency rooms are talking about how people that are feeling discomfort that would normally go to the emergency room are avoiding it because they're afraid of getting the coronavirus. I saw one emergency room physician on the news. It was talking about how someone had an appendicitis and had been dealing with it for like 5 days and finally came into the hospital right before it almost killed them. But they said that people have been coming in with blocked arteries in their hearts, people that have been coming in with minor strokes, and they were waiting all of this time, even though they were having symptoms, because they were afraid to go to the hospital. So now medical experts are trying to get the word out that obviously they are doing everything they can to make parts of emergency rooms and sections of hospitals that are COVID free so that people that are coming in with other health emergencies can be safely treated. And so they want to encourage people that if you are noticing symptoms of a legitimate ailment, something as serious as a stroke or an appendicitis or a heart attack, that they're like, don't try to tough it out because you're afraid of getting the virus. They're afraid that people are going to die of things that they would normally not die from because they're afraid to call 911 or afraid to go to the hospital. So if you are not feeling well, you know your body, and if you know something's wrong, call 911 because there are medical professionals that can handle it, and they will do everything they can to keep you from getting sick. So don't ignore symptoms if you think there's really something going on. Hello, Wednesday. Do you want to come sit on my lap? Yeah? I also wanted to bring up this research they've been doing in China. They've proven that the coronavirus is not spread through semen. Wednesday just dropped the ball out of her mouth when I said the word semen. But I thought it was very interesting. I don't know exactly how they did that research, but obviously there were some very happy people doing coronavirus testing and research in China. And you can't catch it that way. You can catch it from sneezing and coughing on people, obviously catch it through saliva, catch it through, touching surfaces and all of that other stuff, but you cannot catch it from semen. So good luck. Wednesday. You're blocking my notes, baby. You're blocking my notes. And then locally, excuse me, there has been some more news out of the 2 soldiers' homes that had a rash of cases go through them. The Holyoke Soldiers' Home now has lost 68 veterans to COVID-19, and the Chelsea Soldiers' Home has lost 19 more veterans. So we need to do everything that we can to really take care of these veterans, not only in the Soldiers' Home, but just, I know that there are some amazing volunteers that have been at Gillette Stadium and just so many other places that have been giving meals to veterans, putting food in their trunks so that they don't have to have contact with anybody, because it's so dangerous and scary. And just to lose 68 veterans in one Soldiers' Home in Holyoke and then another 19 in Chelsea, it's nothing short of a tragedy. I'm sorry to be talking about something serious and having my phone jumping around, but this situation is happening right now. And she was trying to eat my phone. Thank God I have an OtterBox case on it because it's pug-proof. Okay, what are you doing? All right, so I showed you my concert shirt. Let's go through our cocktail of the day. Every night we dig through the New American Bartender's Handbook and try to find a, you know what? This is perfect for Wednesday. This is a Wednesday drink. It's called the Jumping Jelly Bean. It's an ounce of tequila, an ounce of Grand Marnier, and an ounce of fresh lemon juice and chilled champagne. There's no dairy in this. There's no egg in this. It actually sounds good. Shake the tequila, the Grand Marnier, and the lemon juice, and then strain into a martini glass and fill with champagne and serve. And that is called a Jumping Jelly Bean, after the Jumping Jelly Bean that I have running around my house right now. Everybody's still reacting to the veteran stories, that it's heartbreaking and so sad, and it's just a tragedy. And when all of this is over, and of course Massachusetts is still finding its way up this curve, when this is all over, I really think that either statewide or nationwide that we are going to need to find a way to grieve, whether it be a national day of mourning or whether states do it. But we talk about it almost every night, that I just can't fathom how you mourn the loss of someone you love properly, especially these veterans who deserve full military honors at their funerals, and to not be able to have all of the things. Have you seen the photographs of the honor guards at Arlington National Cemetery who are still performing funerals, but they're wearing masks, and the family is limited in attendance, and everyone has to be sitting 6 feet apart, and it just breaks my heart. And so I just hope that when we finally get through all of this, that we can find a way as a community, as a nation, to effectively mourn these people the way that they deserve to be mourned, not only for their memories, but also to give closure to their families and their loved ones and their military communities, and really be able to pay tribute to these people the way that they deserve, because it's just... it's unfathomable. I don't know what other words to use to describe it. All right, so the last thing I wanted to show you guys tonight is the artifact from the War Room. So I chose this tonight because I've put several photos up of me wearing this, and I always get asked what it is. Military, Army especially, personnel recognize it. It's a pretty recognizable award, but civilians don't really know what it is. And as a civilian, it's very overwhelming not only to have received this award, but also to wear it. I joke with my Army buddies that were part of nominating me for the award and giving it to me that it's kind of like Flava Flav, because it's such a big award. But in 2014, I was nominated at the Blue Cord Ball to receive the Order of St. Maurice, which is an award that you're given for excellence in service of the infantry. And I had no idea that I had been put in for this award, and I had no idea I was going to be receiving it. The night that I got it, I received it at the DCU Center, and I'm trying to take the tie off of this scroll so I can read it to you. And I'm having some difficulty here. And everybody always yells at me. Oh, by the way, I ordered a stand for my cell phone so that it can be mounted up so I can talk to you and have both of my hands free, but it hasn't come in yet. Because I need my hands when I'm talking to you guys, not only to ward off the crazy pug that likes to jump up on the couch, but also to be able to show you guys stuff. So I ordered it, but it hasn't come in yet. And it has like a bracket and a whole thing. And all right, hold on one more second. Here we go. So it came with this scroll that says, the National Infantry Association hereby bestows the Order of St. Maurice upon Mistress Carey. The scroll said, this is a temporary certificate. Your official certificate is being framed and will be presented at a later date. And it is still over there on the wall. But I wanted to show you the actual award because when I wear it, everyone always asks me what it is. But it's an amazing award. It's called the Order of St. Maurice. There are different versions of the award depending on your military service. If you see right here on this blue bar, it says civic, and this is reserved for civilians. Obviously, up until recently, there were no women in the infantry, and so for a female civilian to be given an award in service to the infantry is a huge honor. I didn't know that I was going to get it. Staff Sergeant Ryan Pitts, the Medal of Honor recipient from New Hampshire, was the keynote speaker at the ball that year. And to have him be part of the awards ceremony and to congratulate me was humbling to say the least. There is a gallery on this Facebook page that is called For My Guys from Afghanistan. And if you go through that gallery, the gallery started originally because I would take their mission patch around while they were all still deployed, and I would have rock stars and people pose with it and send the pictures back overseas. But then I started putting pictures up when the guys got home and going to these military balls and stuff. And there's pictures from the awards ceremony, and it was a real honor. And I only wear it once a year. I wear it when I go to the Blue Cord Ball every year. And I've been asked about it a ton, and people have commented and asked me to talk about it in the war room because that's where I keep it unless I'm actually wearing it. And so Jeremy says, show it again so I can show my wife, please. So soldiers that wear it, they wear it and they tuck the medal underneath the coat of their dress blues, so you only see the ribbon. So you see someone, if you see an Army soldier in their dress blues, if you see the yellow and blue ribbon underneath their coat, they're wearing this medal underneath, which is how it's supposed to be worn. But obviously, civilians you just wear it how you wear it. And so when I wear a dress, I wear it and I joke because it sits like right here on my boobs. And so I joke that the infantry gave me a medal that I have to wear on my cleavage. But it's an honor, and I wear it with great pride, and I'm very thankful and humbled that I was given that award. And that stems from my trip to Afghanistan. And so I'm just very proud of it. And so thank you guys for asking me to show it to you. I have the certificate up there. I'm tripping over all of these pillows. It is framed up here, but it's buried behind a bunch of stuff on the wall. So I'll take the certificate down and show it to you guys later. But Wednesday, it's like a minefield over here. There's like 7 toys and 4 pillows, and it's just crazy. So thank you guys for asking about it, because every time I post a picture when I'm wearing it, people are always like, what is that? What are you wearing? And it's amazing to me that I was given that. And I love wearing it, but I do make Flava Flav jokes because it's a pretty big medal. So it's my bling. Wednesday, come here. Do you want to say goodnight to everybody? Come here. Say goodnight to everybody. Say thank you for watching my show with my co-host, Mommy, because I took over the show tonight. I've been a psycho pug dog, and I know as soon as we say goodnight and we go, she's just going to curl up and go to sleep. David says, yes, they did that on purpose. Yeah, I had a feeling. Leave it to a bunch of grunts to give you a medal that sits on your boobs. So you made it through another day. Congratulations. I was looking at the weather. It's going to rain and kind of be crappy tomorrow, but Saturday looks like it's going to be in the 60s and sunny and a beautiful day. So try to make some plans for yourself that are going to be healthy. Make some plans to go outside. Make some plans to get out in the sun. Do something that you really want to do that you know is going to mentally kind of cheer you up. I know how stressful and how hard this is, and you know how tough it can be to stay positive. I know how tense things can be when you're locked in the house with your family, or you're separated from your family and you're not able to see them. And so being able to look ahead and go, okay, you know what, Saturday looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. I'm definitely going to do some stuff outside. Go for a motorcycle ride, go hiking, just go for a drive in the car, play with your dog outside. You just want to sit on my lap? Do you want to say goodnight to everybody? Huh? Say thank you for watching. Do you want to plug your Instagram, Wednesday, or do you want me to do it for you? You can see her on Instagram at Wednesday the Goth Pug if you want to follow her, or if you want to follow her mother, it's Mistress Carrie WAF on Instagram, and on Twitter it's at Mistress Carrie if you want to send me some stuff. And speaking of that, I've gotten some requests for people that either wanted to send me something to put in the war room, or just wanted to send, I don't know, dog toys or like whatever. I will have an address for you guys tomorrow that you can send that stuff, so that if it's packages or whatever, I just want to make sure that there's going to be somebody there that can receive all of that stuff. And I know, baby girl, I know. So I will have an address for you tomorrow. It's all part of my future plans. So I'll let you know more when I can tell you more, but oh my God. It's not going to stop tonight. Psycho. Wednesday, you almost choked on a piece of string that was going to come out of your bum. Look at her tongue. Does her tongue not look like a piece of boiled ham? Look at that thing. Do you want to say goodnight? Say goodnight to everybody. Tom says, hey, invite Mike Shue to come on some night. We've gone on Instagram Live, but trust me, when we're finally able to like get near each other, I'll get him on Cocktails in the War Room for sure. Oh my God. She's so mad that last pillow won't come off the couch. but it's behind my knee, so she can't knock it off. And she's freaking out about it right now. Hey, stop eating the pillow. Oh, Brianna says, yes, woohoo, Wednesday is going to have so many more toys. Thank you guys for offering to want to send stuff, not only to be in the war room, but also stuff for Wednesday. So I'll have an address for you tomorrow. I totally appreciate you asking. It is not necessary, but incredibly generous and sweet. So thank you. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Make some good plans for yourself on Saturday. Tomorrow might be kind of sad and depressing, so we'll meet up tomorrow night at 8:30 in the war room like we do every day, and we'll get through another day together. So maybe my dog will nap instead of sitting on the back of the couch. She thinks she's a cat now, obviously. Wednesday, can you say goodnight? Say goodnight. Are you ready? Say goodnight, everybody. Good night. God, I hope you guys took some selfies. Have you guys been doing that? Have you been taking pictures with me on the phone? Don't forget, take them. Tag me on them on Instagram at Mistress Carrie WAF or at Mistress Carrie on Twitter and send them to me. Okay, good night, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe, stay happy. Don't lick anything weird and wash your damn hands.